Imagine standing in the eye of a storm, completely calm and unaffected by the chaos whirling around you. This is the essence of Stoicism, a philosophy not only for ancient thinkers, but also a guiding light for our modern lives. Stoicism teaches that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but how we interpret and respond to them. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." In a world full of distractions, difficult people, and unexpected challenges, Stoicism offers a mental armor to keep our inner peace intact. By focusing on what we can control, our own thoughts and actions, we can let go of the negativity and drama imposed by others. This isn't just a historical perspective, it's a practical toolset for thriving in today's fast-paced world. If you're ready to free yourself from the weight of others' judgments and find a path to lasting peace, let's explore how Stoicism can transform your life. Number 1. Mastering your inner peace. In a world filled with external chaos and the tumult of human behavior, particularly from individuals marked by narcissism, it becomes essential to redirect our focus to what we can truly control: our reactions. The Stoic philosophers, particularly Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, provide timeless wisdom on navigating these turbulent interactions and safeguarding our inner peace. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, emphasizes that the true power resides not in attempting to alter the behavior of others, especially those who may disrupt our serenity, but rather in mastering our own responses. The tendency to react emotionally to the provocations of narcissistic individuals can lead us down a path of frustration and turmoil. Instead, Aurelius encourages us to adopt a stance of composure, recognizing that we alone possess the authority to govern our internal state. By anchoring our thoughts and emotions, we can navigate the storms created by external forces without losing our equilibrium. Seneca further illuminates this discourse by pointing out that much of our suffering is rooted not in reality but in the vivid imaginations of our fears. He teaches us to distinguish between what is real and what is merely a product of our anxious thoughts. Often we find ourselves ruminating over hypothetical scenarios, allowing these unfounded fears to dictate our emotional well-being. Instead, Seneca urges us to ground ourselves in the present, focusing on the actual impacts of situations rather than the shadowy fears that loom over us. This clarity enables us to respond to life's challenges with greater wisdom and less emotional turmoil. The interaction with narcissists can be particularly challenging, as their behavior often seeks to elicit emotional responses from those around them. However, Stoicism offers a powerful framework for maintaining our peace in the face of such disruptions. By recognizing that we cannot control the actions or attitudes of others, we free ourselves from the burden of trying to change them. Instead, we concentrate on how we choose to respond. This deliberate choice is where our true power lies, transforming our experience from one of victimhood to one of agency. Cultivating this perspective requires practice and commitment. It demands that we develop a deep awareness of our thoughts and emotions, observing them without judgment. When faced with a challenging interaction, we can take a moment to breathe, assess the situation, and determine our response rather than reacting impulsively. This conscious approach not only enhances our resilience but also allows us to maintain our dignity and composure. As we journey through life, the significance of focusing on our reactions rather than the actions of others cannot be overstated. The power to maintain our inner peace lies within us, waiting to be harnessed. By adopting the Stoic principles of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, we can learn to navigate the complexities of human interactions with grace and strength. Number 2. Lightening the load, reclaiming your peace from narcissistic influences. Imagine for a moment that you are carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. Each rock represents a negative interaction, a hurtful comment, or a manipulative encounter with a narcissist in your life. This imagery captures the emotional burden many of us bear in relationships with individuals who thrive on self-centeredness. The weight of these rocks can feel overwhelming, dragging us down and clouding our judgment. However, Stoic philosophy offers a powerful framework for lightening this load and reclaiming our inner peace. The first step in this transformative process is recognizing that we have the power to change our focus and energy. Just as we can choose not to add more rocks to our backpack, we can also make conscious decisions about how we engage with those who drain our emotional resources. This involves setting clear emotional and physical boundaries. By establishing these boundaries, we create a protective barrier around ourselves, allowing us to engage with the world on our own terms rather than reacting to the whims of others. Limiting interactions with a narcissist is another crucial strategy. This does not mean we need to cut them out of our lives entirely, especially if they are family members or colleagues. Instead, we can choose to minimize our exposure to their toxicity. This might mean limiting conversations to necessary topics or reframing our interactions in a way that safeguards our emotional well-being. By doing so, we prevent ourselves from becoming entangled in their web of manipulation and drama. Redirecting our thoughts toward uplifting activities is equally important in this journey. The Stoics understood that we have control over our thoughts, and by consciously choosing to focus on positive, enriching experiences, we can significantly alter our emotional landscape. Engage in activities that nourish your soul. Whether it's spending time in nature, pursuing a hobby, or connecting with supportive friends, these actions help to counterbalance the negative energy we may encounter from narcissistic influences, creating a buffer of positivity in our lives. By adopting these Stoic strategies, we can gradually lighten our emotional burdens and begin to reclaim our power. The backpack filled with rocks may never be entirely empty, but we can choose to reduce its weight significantly. Each time we set a boundary, limit an interaction, or redirect our thoughts, we take a step toward emotional freedom. In this way, we empower ourselves to live authentically, unencumbered by the negativity that once held us captive. As we embrace these practices, it becomes clear that the path to emotional resilience is not just about reducing the influence of narcissists, it's also about cultivating a life of purpose and joy. By choosing to focus on what uplifts us, we reclaim our time, energy, and peace of mind. Ultimately, the Stoic approach teaches us that we are not powerless in the face of others' behavior. Rather, we are capable of navigating our relationships with wisdom and intention. Number 3. Embracing the path to emotional resilience. Navigating the tumultuous waters of relationships with narcissistic individuals can take a significant emotional toll. It often leaves us grappling with profound feelings of loss, not just for the relationships themselves, but for the healthy connections we long for. Acknowledging these emotions is a crucial step toward healing, allowing us to process the pain and reclaim our inner strength. The emotional journey we undertake when dealing with narcissists is complex. It requires us to mourn the idealized relationships we had hoped to cultivate, recognizing that the reality often falls painfully short. This acknowledgement is not merely a passive acceptance, but an active engagement with our feelings. By giving voice to our grief, we create space for healing and renewal. To facilitate this healing process, several strategies can be invaluable. Seeking therapy is perhaps the most transformative step one can take. A skilled therapist can provide guidance, helping us to navigate the emotional labyrinth left in the wake of toxic relationships. Therapy offers a safe space to explore our feelings, confront our fears, and develop coping mechanisms that empower us to move forward. Engaging in creative outlets can also serve as a powerful form of expression and healing. Activities such as writing, painting, or any form of artistic endeavor allow us to channel our emotions into something tangible. Through creativity, we can articulate our pain, joys, and experiences in ways that resonate deeply within us. This process not only promotes healing but also fosters a sense of accomplishment and self-discovery. Building and leaning on supportive communities cannot be overstated. Surrounding ourselves with empathetic individuals who understand our struggles creates a network of strength. These connections remind us that we are not alone in our experiences and that sharing our journeys can be a source of comfort and resilience. Together we can cultivate a sense of belonging that nurtures our spirits and reinforces our healing. Central to our healing journey is the concept of the inner citadel. This idea encourages us to establish a personal sanctuary of peace within ourselves. By prioritizing our mental health, we create a fortified space where we can retreat in times of distress. This inner citadel serves as a refuge from the chaos of the external world, enabling us to cultivate calmness and clarity amid turmoil. To build our inner citadel, we must actively practice self-care and mindfulness. Regularly engaging in activities that nourish our minds and bodies strengthens our resilience. Meditation, journaling, or simply taking time to breathe deeply can ground us, providing the clarity we need to face challenges head-on. As we cultivate this sanctuary, we empower ourselves to respond to life's difficulties with equanimity and strength. Number 4. Unmasking the illusion of superiority. In a world often captivated by charm and success, the narcissist stands out, projecting an image of invincibility that can be both alluring and deceptive. This facade of superiority serves as a shield, concealing deeper vulnerabilities that they fear exposing. Behind the polished exterior lies a complex web of insecurities, making it crucial for us to look beyond the surface. Stoicism invites us to practice discernment in our interactions with such individuals. Rather than confronting them directly, we are encouraged to seek the truth beneath their grand claims. This approach allows us to navigate the often turbulent waters of narcissism with a sense of clarity and purpose. By questioning the validity of their assertions, we open a pathway to understanding their motivations without becoming entangled in their emotional dramas. The Stoic principle of indifference plays a vital role in this process. It reminds us to focus on what lies within our control while recognizing that we cannot alter the narcissist's behavior or perception. Instead of trying to change their mindset, we can shift our own perceptions, cultivating an internal environment of peace and resilience. This shift allows us to disengage from the turmoil that often accompanies interactions with narcissists. When we adopt this perspective, we can free ourselves from the need for validation from those who thrive on external admiration. We learn to value our worth independent of their opinions, fostering a sense of inner strength that no facade can undermine. By prioritizing our own emotional well-being, we can approach relationships with greater equanimity, understanding that the narcissist's bravado is not a reflection of our reality, but rather a distortion of theirs. This journey of unmasking the illusion of superiority involves a commitment to self-reflection and personal growth. It requires us to cultivate a deeper understanding of our own vulnerabilities and to embrace our authentic selves. As we do so, we become less susceptible to the charms of the narcissist, empowered by the knowledge that true strength comes from within. Number 5. The art of inner mastery. In our journey toward personal growth, cultivating self-awareness is paramount. This process shifts our focus away from the futile attempt to change others, especially those with narcissistic tendencies, and directs our energy inward. By fostering self-awareness, we empower ourselves to understand our emotions, motivations, and behaviors, laying the groundwork for genuine transformation. Consider therapy as a sanctuary for introspection. It serves as a protected space where we can explore our feelings without the weight of judgment. Within this therapeutic environment, we can safely confront our thoughts and emotions, gaining insights that would otherwise remain hidden. This exploration is not merely an exercise in self-discovery, it is a crucial step toward emotional regulation and mastery over our responses to external stimuli. The wisdom of Seneca provides invaluable guidance in this endeavor. He urges us to view our limitations not as insurmountable barriers, but as challenges that can propel us toward growth. This perspective invites us to embrace our imperfections and recognize that they are part of our unique journey. Rather than succumbing to frustration when faced with obstacles, we can reframe these moments as opportunities to develop resilience and strength. By acknowledging our limitations, we unlock the potential for profound self-improvement. Self-awareness begins with the simple act of paying attention to our thoughts and feelings. It requires a willingness to observe ourselves with curiosity and compassion. Instead of casting blame on others for our emotional distress, we can take responsibility for our reactions. This shift in mindset liberates us from the cycle of victimhood and empowers us to take charge of our emotional landscape. Emotional regulation, closely linked to self-awareness, allows us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. When we cultivate the ability to pause and reflect before acting, we create space for more deliberate choices. This practice enhances our relationships and equips us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease. In moments of anger or frustration, we can choose to step back, assess the situation, and respond from a place of clarity rather than chaos. Engaging with our emotions does not mean suppressing or ignoring them. Instead, it involves acknowledging their presence and understanding their origins. By examining the underlying causes of our feelings, we gain valuable insights into our needs and desires. This process of exploration can lead to healthier coping strategies and a more authentic connection with ourselves and others. As we build our self-awareness and emotional regulation, we become more adept at recognizing patterns in our behavior. This awareness allows us to identify triggers and make conscious choices that align with our values. We begin to understand the interplay between our thoughts, feelings, and actions, ultimately leading to a more integrated sense of self. The journey of self-discovery is not without its challenges. It requires courage to confront our shadows and face the aspects of ourselves we might prefer to ignore. Yet it is precisely in these moments of discomfort that the potential for growth resides. By embracing our vulnerabilities, we cultivate a deeper sense of compassion for ourselves and others. Number 6. Defying negativity, a life of purpose. To craft a life that resonates with our core values is a profound act of defiance, especially in a world often overshadowed by narcissistic negativity. Engaging in personal growth becomes a revolutionary stance, an assertion of our right to define who we are rather than allowing others to dictate our narratives. In this journey, we learn that happiness is not rooted in the approval of others, but flourishes in the commitment to live virtuously according to our own principles. The pursuit of a meaningful existence begins with the acknowledgement of personal resistance. This resistance is not merely a reaction against external forces, but a deliberate choice to engage in self-improvement and introspection. By focusing on our development, we reject the limitations imposed by societal expectations and the negativity of those around us. Each step we take towards self-betterment is an act of defiance, a statement that we will not be defined by others' perceptions or the toxic narratives they project. Living virtuously aligns us with our true selves. It allows us to cultivate happiness that is intrinsic rather than reliant on fleeting external validation. When we ground our lives in our values, we create a sturdy foundation upon which to build our happiness. Virtue, in the Stoic sense, encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. By embodying these principles, we navigate life's complexities with integrity, finding fulfillment in our actions rather than in the accolades of others. Moreover, our ability to redefine our own story is essential in liberating ourselves from the constraints placed upon us by narcissistic individuals. These figures often seek to impose roles and expectations that may not reflect our true identity. By consciously choosing to define our narrative, we reclaim our power. This redefinition allows us to craft a story that resonates with our values, desires, and aspirations, one that is uniquely ours. The journey toward a life aligned with our values is not always easy. It requires introspection, courage, and a willingness to confront the uncomfortable truths about ourselves and the world around us. Yet, it is within this struggle that we find strength. Each challenge we face becomes an opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to living authentically. The more we practice this alignment, the more resilient we become in the face of adversity. In this process, it is crucial to cultivate a supportive environment that nurtures our growth. Surrounding ourselves with individuals who share our values and encourage our journey can significantly impact our ability to thrive. These relationships serve as a counterbalance to the negativity we may encounter, providing the encouragement and support necessary for us to stay true to ourselves. Ultimately, crafting a life aligned with our values transforms the way we experience happiness. It shifts the focus from external validation to internal contentment. In doing so, we cultivate a profound sense of peace and fulfillment that is unwavering, regardless of external circumstances. This intrinsic happiness becomes a source of strength, guiding us through life's challenges with grace and resilience. As we embrace this journey of self-discovery and personal growth, we learn that our narrative is ours to shape. We hold the pen to our story, and each choice we make contributes to the greater tale of our lives. By prioritizing our values and living authentically, we create a life rich with purpose and joy, one that stands as a testament to our resilience against negativity. Number 7. The courage to evolve. Embarking on the journey of self-improvement requires a willingness to embrace the unknown and confront our fears. This path is not merely about acquiring new skills or knowledge, it is about daring to face the vulnerability that comes with change. Bravery in vulnerability is essential for growth. Each step we take into the unfamiliar is a testament to our courage, reminding us that transformation often lies just beyond our comfort zones. To truly cultivate inner freedom, we must recognize that our ultimate liberation comes from the choices we make in response to the challenges we encounter. The Stoics teach us that while we cannot control external circumstances, we hold the power to shape our reactions. This understanding is liberating. When we choose to respond authentically to life's complexities, we assert our autonomy and reclaim our narrative. Authenticity is a cornerstone of this journey. Living true to ourselves means shedding the expectations imposed by society or others. It requires introspection to discover what genuinely resonates with us. In a world filled with distractions, the pursuit of authenticity becomes a radical act. It invites us to align our actions with our values, fostering a sense of fulfillment that transcends superficial achievements. As we navigate the terrain of self-improvement, we learn that facing our fears is an integral part of the process. Fear often serves as a formidable barrier, holding us back from realizing our potential. Yet when we dare to confront it, we unlock doors to new possibilities. Each time we step into the unknown, we expand our horizons and cultivate resilience. This resilience is not merely about enduring difficulties, it is about embracing them as opportunities for growth. The journey of self-improvement is not a linear path, but a series of ebbs and flows. There will be setbacks and moments of doubt. However, it is in these moments that our character is truly forged. By acknowledging our vulnerabilities and embracing our imperfections, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves. This self-awareness is a vital component of personal growth, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with greater wisdom. Number 8. The art of response. In a world often rife with chaos and provocation, the Stoic philosophy offers a powerful antidote: the ability to choose our responses. Rather than succumbing to the emotional turbulence that external events can provoke, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate a sense of calm and inner tranquility. This practice empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace, transforming potential conflict into opportunities for growth. And at the heart of Stoicism is the understanding that while we cannot control the circumstances around us, we can control how we respond to them. This notion is not about suppressing our emotions, rather, it is about acknowledging them without letting them dictate our actions. Recognizing our feelings allows us to honor our humanity, yet we must strive to make conscious decisions regarding our responses. By doing so, we reclaim our power and agency, stepping into a space of thoughtful consideration instead of reactive impulse. Mindful awareness becomes a cornerstone of this process. By developing an acute awareness of our emotional triggers, we position ourselves to respond rather than react. This involves a commitment to self-reflection, where practices like journaling serve as invaluable tools. Through writing, we can explore our thoughts and feelings, identifying patterns that might otherwise go unnoticed. This reflective practice fosters a deeper understanding of our emotional landscape, allowing us to approach situations with greater clarity and intention. Embracing mindfulness also means giving ourselves permission to pause before responding. In moments of provocation, it is all too easy to allow our emotions to take the reins, leading us down a path we may later regret. And the Stoics encourage us to take a step back, to breathe, and to consider our options. This brief moment of reflection can create a significant shift in our response, enabling us to choose a course of action aligned with our values rather than one dictated by momentary frustration or anger. As we practice this art of response, we begin to realize the profound impact our choices have on our lives. Each time we consciously decide how to respond, we reinforce our capacity for self-control and emotional resilience. Over time, this cultivates a profound sense of peace, enabling us to face adversity with equanimity. The world may continue to present challenges, but our inner landscape can remain steadfast and serene. Number 9. The fortress of inner peace. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, it becomes essential to cultivate and protect our mental sanctuary. In an era filled with distractions and noise, prioritizing our peace and mental space is not merely a luxury, it is a necessity for our well-being. The teachings of Stoicism offer us a valuable framework for achieving this tranquility, inviting us to explore the strength that lies within each of us. Stoicism provides a blueprint for living a mindful and virtuous life. At its core, this ancient philosophy emphasizes the importance of self-control, resilience, and ethical conduct. By embracing Stoic principles, we learn to navigate the ups and downs of existence with a sense of purpose and clarity. We are reminded that our thoughts and responses to external events are within our control, empowering us to choose how we engage with the world around us. The strength of Stoicism lies in its ability to guide us toward personal growth and empowerment. Each individual possesses an inner resilience that can be cultivated through practice and reflection. By committing to the Stoic path, we engage in a transformative journey that encourages us to confront our fears, embrace discomfort, and develop a deeper understanding of ourselves. This process not only enhances our mental fortitude, but also enriches our relationships with others. As we conclude this exploration of Stoicism, I invite you to take action. Seek out resources that resonate with your journey and delve deeper into the principles of this profound philosophy. Whether it's reading the works of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, or Epictetus, or engaging with modern interpretations, each step you take will enhance your understanding and application of Stoic wisdom. Consider subscribing to platforms that foster discussions around Stoicism and share your insights with others. By engaging in a community of like-minded individuals, you contribute to a collective pursuit of growth and empowerment. Remember that the path to personal development is not a solitary one. It thrives in the company of those who seek the same ideals. Embrace the invitation to explore further, as the teachings of Stoicism can be a guiding light in your journey toward inner peace. As you cultivate your mental sanctuary, remember that you have the power to shape your reality and define your happiness. Let the principles of Stoicism serve as your compass, leading you to a life enriched with purpose, resilience, and fulfillment. As we've explored these 9 powerful techniques, it's crucial to remember that the essence of Stoicism lies in self-mastery. Stoicism teaches us that we should focus on what we can control: our actions, thoughts, and responses, rather than obsessing over the behavior of others, even if they're narcissists. Practicing these principles isn't about revenge or fueling negative cycles, but rather about asserting healthy boundaries and protecting our peace. Remember, true strength doesn't come from trying to change a narcissist, but from learning to thrive despite their influence. Harness the wisdom of Stoicism to detach, regain control, and rise above the games that narcissists often play. In the end, it's not about torturing anyone, it's about freeing yourself from their influence and embracing your power to create a fulfilling life. If you found these insights helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Follow us for more fascinating content on Stoicism, psychological insights, and strategies to live a resilient, empowered life. Let's walk this path to wisdom together, one step at a time.